Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. In a world where immediate results often take center stage, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. But great leaders understand that true success is rarely built overnight. It's the product of consistent, deliberate actions rooted in a vision for the future. Simon Sinek, one of the most influential voices in modern leadership, emphasizes the profound impact of long-term thinking. Today, we'll explore the power of long-term thinking in leadership. This approach isn't just about patience or planning. It's about adopting a mindset that prioritizes sustainable growth, meaningful relationships, and enduring impact. And together, we'll uncover how long-term thinking enables leaders to inspire trust, foster resilience, and create legacies that stand the test of time. Long-term thinking in leadership focuses on building trust, nurturing relationships, and creating sustainable growth by prioritizing enduring success over immediate gratification. In a fast-paced world dominated by quick fixes and short-term wins, adopting a long-term mindset can feel counterintuitive. However, leaders who commit to this approach recognize that the true measure of success lies in its longevity and impact. These leaders invest time and energy into creating a foundation that can withstand challenges, adapt to change, and continue to thrive over time. Trust is one of the most critical components of long-term success, and leaders who think in the long term understand that building trust requires consistent effort and integrity. Trust is not something that can be manufactured overnight or earned through a single act. It is the cumulative result of decisions and behaviors that demonstrate reliability, transparency, and authenticity. Leaders who prioritize trust know that their words must align with their actions, and they commit to delivering on promises, even when it is inconvenient or challenging to do so. Trust also requires a willingness to be vulnerable and admit mistakes. Long-term thinkers understand that no one is perfect, and they model accountability by owning up to their errors and taking steps to correct them. This openness fosters a sense of psychological safety within their teams, allowing others to be honest about their own challenges without fear of judgment or punishment. This environment of mutual respect and understanding strengthens relationships and builds a foundation of trust that can weather adversity. Nurturing relationships is another cornerstone of long-term leadership. While transactional interactions may yield short-term results, meaningful relationships create a deeper level of engagement and loyalty. Leaders who prioritize relationships invest time in understanding the needs, aspirations, and concerns of their team members. They listen actively, show genuine care, and seek to support others in their personal and professional growth. This investment in people creates a sense of connection and purpose that goes beyond individual goals, fostering collaboration and unity. Strong relationships also extend beyond the immediate team to include stakeholders, partners, and even competitors. Leaders who think in the long term understand the value of building networks based on mutual respect and shared goals. These networks provide support, resources, and opportunities that contribute to sustainable success. By cultivating positive relationships across various levels, long-term leaders ensure that their organizations are well positioned to navigate complexity and uncertainty. Sustainable growth is a hallmark of long-term thinking, as it emphasizes progress that can be maintained over time without depleting resources or causing harm. Top leaders with a long-term perspective recognize that growth is not just about achieving immediate results, but about creating systems and strategies that promote resilience and adaptability. This might involve investing in employee development, fostering innovation, or implementing practices that support environmental and social sustainability. One of the challenges of long-term thinking is resisting the temptation to prioritize short-term gains at the expense of future success. Quick wins can be alluring, but they often come with hidden costs, such as burnout, loss of trust, or diminished quality. Leaders who think in the long-term weigh these trade-offs carefully, ensuring that their decisions align with their overarching vision and values. This discipline requires patience, foresight, and a willingness to delay gratification in pursuit of lasting impact. Long-term leaders also understand that sustainable growth requires a commitment to continuous improvement. They recognize that change is inevitable, and that adaptability is key to staying relevant and competitive. By fostering a culture of learning and innovation, These leaders ensure that their teams are equipped to embrace new challenges and opportunities. This adaptability not only drives growth but also builds resilience, enabling organizations to recover from setbacks and emerge stronger. Another critical aspect of long-term thinking is the ability to focus on the bigger picture. Leaders with this perspective avoid getting bogged down in day-to-day tasks or reactive decision-making. Instead, they maintain a clear sense of purpose and direction, ensuring that their actions contribute to their long-term goals. This clarity of vision helps them prioritize effectively, allocate resources wisely, and inspire others to stay committed to the journey. Vision plays a significant role in long-term leadership, as it provides a sense of meaning and motivation for both leaders and their teams. A compelling vision connects individual efforts to a greater purpose, creating a sense of shared commitment and pride. Long-term leaders communicate their vision clearly and consistently, ensuring that everyone understands the destination they are working toward. This alignment fosters unity and collaboration as team members see how their contributions fit into the broader picture. Long-term thinking also requires a focus on legacy. Leaders who think in the long term are not just concerned with their own success, but with the impact they leave behind. They ask themselves what kind of organization, culture, and outcomes they want to create for future generations. This focus on legacy encourages leaders to make decisions that prioritize sustainability, inclusivity, and ethical practices. By thinking beyond their own tenure, they ensure that their contributions continue to benefit others long after they are gone. Resilience is another key outcome of long-term thinking, as it equips leaders and their teams to navigate challenges with confidence and perseverance. By building trust, nurturing relationships, and creating sustainable systems, long-term leaders establish a strong foundation that can withstand external pressures and internal disruptions. This resilience allows organizations to adapt to changing circumstances, seize new opportunities, and recover from setbacks without losing sight of their goals. Ultimately, long-term thinking in leadership is about creating a vision of success that extends far beyond the present moment. It requires a commitment to values, a focus on relationships, and a dedication to building systems that endure. While the rewards of long-term thinking may not always be immediately visible, they are profound and far-reaching, shaping the future in ways that benefit individuals, organizations, and society as a whole. Leaders with a long-term perspective inspire resilience and commitment by aligning their actions with a clear vision, fostering loyalty and collaboration within their teams. Leadership is not simply about directing tasks or managing outcomes. It is about creating an environment where people are motivated to give their best and remain steadfast in the face of challenges. A long-term perspective allows leaders to focus on what truly matters, ensuring that their actions are guided by a vision that transcends immediate pressures and temporary solutions. Resilience is a defining quality of successful teams and organizations, and long-term leaders play a critical role in cultivating this trait. Resilience is not just the ability to endure difficult times, it is the capacity to adapt, recover, and grow stronger in the process. Leaders with a long-term perspective understand that setbacks and obstacles are inevitable, but they see these challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as insurmountable roadblocks. They instill this mindset in their teams by modeling perseverance, maintaining a positive outlook, and emphasizing the lessons that can be learned from adversity. A clear vision is essential for inspiring resilience because it provides a sense of direction and purpose, even in uncertain times. When leaders articulate a compelling vision, they give their teams something to aspire to, a reason to stay motivated and focused. This vision acts as a guiding light, helping individuals navigate through complexity and ambiguity with confidence. A clear vision also fosters resilience by creating a sense of stability and continuity. Even when circumstances change, the vision remains a constant source of inspiration and motivation, anchoring the team's efforts and reinforcing their commitment to the long-term goal. Long-term leaders also understand that resilience is a collective effort, not an individual trait. They build strong relationships within their teams, creating a sense of community and mutual support. When individuals feel connected to their teammates and their leader, they are more likely to persevere through challenges together. This sense of belonging fosters collaboration and trust, which are critical for overcoming obstacles and achieving shared objectives. Leaders with a long-term perspective prioritize the well-being of their team members, ensuring that they have the resources, encouragement, and support they need to remain resilient in the face of adversity. Commitment is another cornerstone of long-term success, and leaders who think in the long term inspire this commitment by aligning their actions with their vision. Commitment is not something that can be demanded. It must be earned through consistent behavior that demonstrates integrity, authenticity, and a genuine dedication to the team's goals. Long-term leaders earn their team members' commitment by showing that they are fully invested in the vision and are willing to make sacrifices and tough decisions to achieve it. This alignment between words and actions builds trust and credibility, which are essential for fostering lasting commitment. Loyalty is a natural outcome of this commitment, as individuals are more likely to remain dedicated to leaders and organizations that prioritize their needs and aspirations. Long-term leaders inspire loyalty by showing genuine care and respect for their team members. They take the time to understand each person's strengths, challenges, and motivations, tailoring their approach to meet individual needs. This personalized leadership style creates a sense of appreciation and value, encouraging team members to remain loyal to their leader and the organization. Loyalty is further reinforced when leaders consistently demonstrate fairness, transparency, and empathy in their interactions. Collaboration is a key driver of success in any team or organization, and long-term leaders excel at fostering a culture of collaboration. They understand that achieving long-term goals requires the combined efforts of many individuals, each bringing their unique skills and perspectives to the table. By promoting open communication, mutual respect, and shared ownership of goals, long-term leaders create an environment where collaboration thrives. They encourage team members to share ideas, challenge assumptions, and work together to find innovative solutions to complex problems. This collaborative spirit not only enhances performance, but also strengthens relationships and builds a sense of collective pride in the team's achievements. Leaders with a long-term perspective also recognize the importance of empowering their team members to take ownership of their roles and responsibilities. Empowerment is not about relinquishing control. It is about trusting individuals to make decisions, take initiative, and contribute meaningfully to the team's success. Long-term leaders provide the guidance, resources, and support necessary for team members to succeed while allowing them the autonomy to grow and develop. This empowerment fosters a sense of accountability and commitment as individuals feel a personal stake in the team's long-term goals. The alignment between a leader's actions and their vision is critical for maintaining trust and credibility over time. Long-term leaders ensure that their decisions and behaviors consistently reflect their stated values and goals. This alignment reinforces the authenticity of their leadership, making it clear to team members that their leader is not just talking about the vision, but actively working to achieve it. This consistency builds confidence and trust, as team members see that their leader is committed to the same principles and objectives that they are striving for. A long-term perspective also encourages leaders to prioritize the development and growth of their team members. By investing in their people, long-term leaders ensure that their teams have the skills, knowledge, and confidence needed to achieve their goals. This investment in development creates a sense of loyalty and commitment, as team members recognize that their leader is genuinely interested in their success and well-being. It also contributes to the team's overall resilience and adaptability, as individuals are better equipped to handle challenges and seize opportunities. In addition to inspiring resilience and commitment within their teams, long-term leaders also focus on creating a culture that supports these qualities. They establish norms and practices that encourage collaboration, innovation, and continuous improvement. This culture provides a framework for success that extends beyond the actions of any single leader, ensuring that the organization remains strong and focused on its vision, even as circumstances evolve. Finally, leaders with a long-term perspective understand that their role is not just to achieve immediate results, but to lay the groundwork for future success. They make decisions with the bigger picture in mind, considering the long-term implications of their actions and striving to create a legacy that will benefit their team and organization for years to come. This commitment to the future inspires resilience and commitment not only in their current team, but also in the generations of leaders and team members who follow in their footsteps.